up, family? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cost, but hitting the like button ain't one of them. Yes, Sirski. That boy Moose is back on the loose. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what to do. Smash that like button and share the video so we can talk some hoops. And first things first, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. You guys know how I feel about y'all. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us. Y'all smash that like button and share the video, man. Boy, oh boy. Man, oh man. Salute to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Knowledge Seeker, Iron Man 32, Tiffany Ned. What up, homegirl? I see you. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights down in the chat. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. Le Clutch, Le Captain, LeBron James puts on his cape and saves Team USA from a near disaster, a near miracle. 2 cents. What up, my guy? I see you down there. A near disaster, a near miracle to a team that was just established 13 years ago, 101 to 100 against South Sudan. 20 seconds left. LeBron James does what he does best, puts his head down and gets to the basket. And that was all she wrote as Wayne and Gabriel missed a bucket at the buzzer. And the United States, man, Team USA, they didn't know what they was going to go up against today. They came into the game a 43-point favorite. 43 points. David James, Julian Pratt, my guys, I see y'all. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. But South Sudan, against Team USA, man, we came in 43-point favorites. And Steve Kerr, coaching staff, the players, they didn't really give a damn about this game, because they didn't understand what was at stake for South Sudan. Like I said, this team has only been in existence for 13 years. A country, maybe less than that, the country's been in existence for 13 years. Shout out to Luol Deng, who's put a lot of work into that program. Shout out to Basketball Without Borders. Shout out to Royale Ivy, who's coaching that squad, who after the game, Mark Jackson, former coach of the Golden State Warriors, architect of the Golden State Warriors, and former TV guy for NBA on ABC and ESPN, Mark Jackson said, and I absolutely agree with him, that NBA teams should be calling up Royale Ivy, former NBA player, former University of Texas standout, for NBA coaching jobs, because he coached a hell of a game, coached his butt off, pause, no diddy. And this roster got NBA guys. Laker fans know what's up with Wayne and Gabriel. Mario Shayok, who went to Iowa State, was drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers. The year he got drafted, he was the talk of Summer League. They was calling him a baby KD. He was tearing up the G League. You feel me? Karlik is going to get an NBA job. JT Thor was with the Charlotte Hornets. This is a program that had NBA guys. They had something to prove. They had a chip on their shoulder. They trying to put their country on the map. And Team USA wasn't ready for it. And like I said, Joel Embiid, who had a lot to say today, insinuating that LeBron James is washed, saying LeBron James is not dominant, saying LeBron James is not athletic, saying LeBron James, the name on paper, is bigger than the game. We talked about that early today on stream. Where were you at? I know the stat sheet says 14-7, but every time you in with that starting group just looks bonky. Steve Kerr has refused to replace Joel Embiid with Anthony Davis. Refused. And the only time this team looks coherent is when Anthony Davis is on the floor. Guys like Drew Holiday, shout out to Drew Holiday, Bam Adebayo. But Joel Embiid, the guy that you said is not dominant, the guy that you said is not athletic, the guy that you said his name is bigger than his game, that's the guy that had to save Team USA tonight. And Anthony Edwards was asked after the game, how were they able to pull that game out? And he had 2 words, LeBron James. DJ Killer, Tawan Gant, 2 cents. What up, my guys? You absolutely right, bro. There is a lot of top prospects for South Sudan. Especially the Duke commit. The 17-year-old Duke commit who's going to be a lottery pick next year in the NBA draft. He's going to be hooping with Cooper Flagg this year at Duke. Kaman Malik. Carlick Jones is going to get an NBA job. Like, these guys could hoop. And they had something to prove. They want to get their name on the map. They're going to their first Olympics. They're facing the United States, the pinnacle of basketball, the best country in the world when it comes to basketball. So they're trying to play with some pride. They got a chip on their shoulder. They got a country behind them. They got a belief system. They're trying to start a new generation of hoopers. So shout out to those guys. Once again, Royale Ivy, Luol Deng, the work they've done with that basketball program, shout out to them, bro. And I know there's no moral victories in a game of basketball, but shout out to them, bro. Especially with that big shot JT Thor hit down, and he was with the Charlotte Hornets. Like, these guys got NBA experience, and they're young. And there's going to be more and more guys coming out of South Sudan that's going to make it into the collegiate ranks, that's going to be lottery picks, that's going to be NBA stars in the near future. And they're going to be a basketball juggernaut. For real. And I don't want to be stereotypical, but if you guys have ever came across people from South Sudan, like, they all tall. So they gonna be pumping out a lot of basketball talent. Pause, no Diddy. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to South Sudan. But the United States, they took them lightly. Team USA, Steve Kerr, all these players, they might have been partying in London last night. It's the weekend. We got trolls like Stevie J coming in. When the game needed to be won, and all those all-stars are on the floor, all those MVPs are on the floor, all those top guys in the NBA are on the floor, 20 seconds left, the ball was in LeBron James's hands, and he did what he did best, put his head down and get straight to the basket. And Joel Embiid, after all that stuff you talked about this morning to the New York Times, Wayne and Gabriel was giving you work today. Wayne and Gabriel was giving Joel Embiid work. Flat out. And this is what I mean. Why is Team USA relying on a 40-year-old LeBron James to put on the cape and close the deal against the South Sudan? That's what I want to know. Joel Embiid, why is you not out there dropping 28 and 19 on the world stage? This is what I want to know. You guys are supposed to be in your prime. Joel Embiid, you're supposed to be the MVP of the league. You went on this little baby recruitment tour of countries to play for and represent in the 2024 Paris Olympics. I don't know if Steve Kerr promised you a starting job in order for you to join the team, but these are the games where you, Joel Embiid, is supposed to be going 29-18. These are the type of games where Joel Embiid is supposed to be going 30-15 on the world stage, showing that you are the best big in the NBA. You are the best player in the NBA. You talked about if it wasn't for injuries, you would be in the GOAT debate. I don't know how delusional you could be, Joel Embiid. But you out here in FIBA basketball foul baiting like it's game 54 in the NBA regular season. Big Kev, what up, my guy? I see you. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. Hell yeah, he talked all that mess. The man is out of shape. He be huffing and puffing as he runs up and down the court. Bro, you're Mr. 70 points. You're Mr. MVP, the guy that kicked and screamed and cried for an MVP. You supposed to be the guy that's dropping 29 and 16 in these games. We supposed to be talking about Joel Embiid after the game, how dominant he was. But instead, you in the New York Times popping your gums off at LeBron James. Meanwhile, I'm watching the game and you getting outworked, out hustled, and outplayed by Wayne and Gabriel. And you supposed to be Joel Embiid. You supposed to be the MVP. Salute to my guy, True the King TV in the building, my God. Make sure y'all check us out on the In the Zone podcast on FYF Sports Debates, Tuesdays, 3:30 p.m. every week. If you didn't catch our first episode, head over to FYF Sports Debate and check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. On there with my guys, Renegade, and my brother from another mother, So Crazy TV. Salute to my guy, True the King TV in the building, man. I'm being serious. Guys like Joel Embiid, guys like a Devin Booker, these guys, this generation, that generation, y'all supposed to be snatching it. Y'all supposed to be playing like Anthony Edwards was earlier. Y'all supposed to be snatching the mantle from a LeBron James, from a Steph Curry, from a Kevin Durant, from that generation on the world stage. Y'all shouldn't be relying on no LeBron James to put on the cape and save the day. Coming back down 14 at the half, down 16 in the third. Tight game in the fourth, back and forth. Y'all shouldn't be relying on a LeBron James to go 9 of 13, drop 25 points. No, it's guys like Joel Embiid that's supposed to be out there getting a 32 and 14. Like, let's cut it out. You do all that talking, bro. Joel Embiid, you doing all that talking. Oh, I should be in the GOAT debate, but, I had injuries. Can you get out the second round first, bro? Can you make it out the second round? I seen you have a stacked team in 2019 when Ben Simmons was at his peak. Jimmy Butler was at his peak. JJ Redick was a sniper. Tobias Harris, that was just your starting five. And I seen you in a game 7 get locked up by an old Marc Gasol. Like, what are we talking about with Joel Embiid? You have absolutely no room to talk. Everybody talks about Ben Simmons not going for an open layup and passing it up in a game 7 against the Atlanta Hawks. Nobody talks about Joel Embiid's poor shooting and 8 turnovers in that game 7. This is a guy that does a lot of talking. This is a guy that takes a lot of shots. This is a guy that does a lot of trolling. But when it comes to winning time, either you're not on the court or you're not coming through. And we've been talking about it since USA basketball training camp opened, bro. You have been the weak link on this team. We've seen you foul out of a game. We've seen you get cooked in that game against Australia by a Jacques Landale. He went for 20 and 7 on you, Joel Embiid. Tonight, we see Wayne and Gabriel outplay you. Of all people, Wayne and Gabriel, Laker fans, you guys is familiar with Wayne and Gabriel. Kings fans, y'all familiar. Kentucky fans, y'all familiar with Wayne and Gabriel. Like, come on. What he said that was wrong. Chris, I see you too, man. What up, my guy? Smash that like button and share the video. You talking about what he said it was wrong. I just felt like it was an uncalled for shot this morning. You're running your gums to the New York Times. He was asked, do you have doubts of this team winning gold? And then you go off on a rant about how LeBron James is older and he's not able to dominate and he's not athletic and the name on paper is bigger than the game that he got. Bro, who asked you about that? Who asked you? And then tonight, when you could have took the opportunity to be like, this is my team, I'm Joel Embiid, I'm the MVP, I'm Mr. 70 points, I'm the man, since you popping it like you the man, you could have went out there and got a 29 and 16, a 25 and 10, a 25 and 13, a 23 and 13 against the Wayne and Gabriel from South Sudan. But no. And you got Team USA going on a run, clearing a 16-point deficit. You got LeBron James, 40-year-old. He got to put on the cape. And he got to save the day. This is what I be talking about with Joel Embiid, bro. He's all bark, no bite. You acted like you was a 5-star recruit getting recruited by country to country to country on who you was going to play for in the Olympics. Medal chasing because you can't make it out of the second round. And honestly, I'm glad this game was as close as it is. Because I want to see who's going to step up. I want to see who's going to step up when the pressure is busting the pipes, when these games get close and you're in the real thing and you're in the Olympics. And you're in the Olympics. Who's going to step up? If you in a close game against Spain, if you in a close game with Serbia, who was missing 2 starters the day that we played them, who's going to step up? And it's clear, bro. We've had 4 games to watch this team play. We've had 4 games to watch this team play. You're going to have to put somebody like an Anthony Davis or a Bam Adebayo, most likely Anthony Davis, in that starting lineup. You could have Joel Embiid come off the bench. You can still have a 2 big man lineup with Joel Embiid and Bam Adebayo, and feature Joel Embiid. Because one thing that we do have that is supposed to be our advantage is our size. You got a Joel Embiid, you got an Anthony Davis, you got a Bam Adebayo. Our size is supposed to be an advantage, especially in these FIBA games, in these Olympic games, where there is no goaltending, where you can get the ball off the rim. Because truth be told, Bam Adebayo and Anthony Davis clearly have been outplaying Joel Embiid in these 4 exhibition matches. And let's be clear, bro. LeBron James shouldn't be in a position where he's saving a game, where he got to put on the Le Cape, where he got to be Le Captain. And I hate when guys like this, right? I hate when these guys, these JDRs, right? As GOAT James Kingdom likes to say, these zesty Jeffries. I don't like when these guys be saying ignorant stuff like the 92 Dream Team would have destroyed this 24 USA team. Or they wouldn't have got lost to an international team. Or they would have. I'm not buying that, bro. The world is clearly better. The world is clearly better. We'd have MVPs from all over the world. Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid that we talking about now. And Rap God Reloaded says, this is the weakest USA team assembled. I guess you don't remember what that 2004 team looked like. I guess you don't remember what that 2004 team looked like. That had a Richard Jefferson, that had a Lamar Odom. But most definitely, man, I got to see more out of Joel Embiid, especially with all this talking that you're doing. I gotta see more out of you. And Steve Kerr too, man. What are you gonna do? Is you gonna bring Joel Embiid off the bench, use him in a 6-man role? Start Kevin Durant when I think he's gonna play Monday against Germany. Start Kevin Durant with an Anthony Davis. But yes, the world is better at basketball. The world has gotten better at basketball since 1992. So to say ignorant stuff like, oh, the 92 team, they weren't losing. Those Angola teams, those Canadian teams from 92, or those, what other country was participating? Those teams don't compare to these international teams. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And this is a different game. The floor is smaller. It's not a free-flowing game like the NBA game where you have more space. And like I said, look at South Sudan. This is a country that's only been in existence for 13 years when they broke away from the Republic of Sudan. They've only been in existence for 13 years. What do you think a game like this does for the development of those little kids in South Sudan that are looking up to these guys? That's why this game was so big for South Sudan. They're trying to inspire a generation. Just like those countries that played against the 92 Dream Team, like that country inspired a generation. Guys like a Tony Kukoc. Now look at the players that are coming out of Europe. You're seeing a French explosion. What do you think Wemby being successful is going to do for kids in France? The kids in France, who their number one sport was soccer, they all going to be trying to play basketball. They're going to be trying to develop kids at a very young age to play basketball. That's what they're going to be doing with South Sudan. Luau Deng is running that program. You got a great coach who should get a look at a coaching job in the NBA, just like Mark Jackson said after the game, Royale Ivy. They're trying to inspire another generation. They were playing with a different passion today. This was their Super Bowl. This was their gold medal game. This was their gold medal game. In 20 years from now, when you see a kid from South Sudan become a 4-time MVP, he's going to be looking back and he's going to be mentioning this game like, oh, this game inspired me when I seen South Sudan play against LeBron James, Steph Curry, and all those guys. They're going to be pointing to this game. So it was bigger than basketball for South Sudan. And Wayne and Gabriel said that after the game. Wayne and Gabriel said that after the game. Look at Team Canada. Vince Carter sparked that generation. Vince Carter being Air Canada, being the highlight reel all-star, superstar, commercial, shoes, jerseys, USA Olympics, jumping over the 7-footer from France. That inspired the kids from Toronto, the kids from Canada. And then that brings you a Jamal Murray. That gets you a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That gets you a R.J. Barrett. That gets you a Dylan Brooks, this generation, Andrew Nembhard. That gets you that. You feel me? So a game like this for South Sudan, it's just going to inspire the next few generations to come. And like I said, they had a 17-year-old on their roster who's going to be a lottery pick next year, who's a Duke commit. He's going to be playing with Cooper Flagg this coming season. Kaman Malik. Like, this country, this team is a team that's going to be on the rise, and they're going to be producing a lot of good basketball. So once again, shout out to South Sudan, man, because they played their asses off today. They played their asses off today, man. Brandon Love Sports TV, I see you. Yeah, LeClutch is right. Team USA had to rely on a 40-year-old LeBron James to put on the Le Cape and save the day. Save the day. Leading Team USA to come back from a 16-point deficit, 14-point deficit against lonely South Sudan. And with 20 seconds left, a 40-year-old was the closer, and he did what he does the best. He put his head down and got to the basket. He put his head down He put his head down and got to the basket and couldn't be stopped. You talking about LeCap? LeCap should be on Joel Embiid. LeCap should be on Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Steph Curry. Like, why are you guys relying on a 40-year-old LeBron James to save the day? That's what I want to know. Why is Team USA relying on a 40-year-old to save the day? Where are all these other superstars? Where are all these other superstars? Where are all these other MVPs? Where are all these other champions? Where are these guys at? That's what I want to know. Why is Team USA, if LeBron is not that dude, right? Why is Team USA relying on LeBron James to put on the cape and save the day against the South Sudan? They should have that thing bagged up already, right? Right? If he's not that dude, they should have this thing wrapped up already, especially against the South Sudan. Oh, but let me guess. He's the reason why they losing, right? He's the reason why they losing. Give me a break, y'all. When are y'all going to start trusting your eyes? That's what I want to know. Hell, LeBron James should be playing the least amount of minutes. You got Jason Tatum, you got Joel Embiid, you got a Devin Booker, you got a Ant Edwards, you got a Steph Curry. Right? Oh, let me guess. What y'all gonna say next? Oh, LeBron James is stopping 11 other superstars and all-stars from performing at their best. Like, come on, dog. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. And like I said, these guys better be ready to play on Monday. Y'all better not be relying on a 40-year-old LeBron James come Monday against Germany, who won the FIBA World Championship last year with the Wagner brothers, with a Dennis Schroeder, who plays big in these international games. He's a different player when it comes to FIBA games, Dennis Schroeder. Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner. They're going to be playing like it's their Super Bowl too. They're going to be coming with something to prove. Let's keep it real. And I don't like when these guys come on here capping too with the LeBron got a bronze. Bruh, stop it. Tell me how many minutes LeBron James played in the 2004 Olympics when he was 19 years old. Can you tell me how many minutes he played? Why don't you guys ever put that bronze medal on the starters? Guys like a Allen Iverson, guys like a Tim Duncan. Why do you put that bronze medal on a 19-year-old who was only averaging 11 minutes? Who Larry Brown had parked on the bench? But somehow it's LeBron James's fault United States won bronze back in 2004. Like, give me a break, bro. Do you guys know how remedial and elementary you guys sound when you guys talk this nonsense? When there's facts easily out there to disprove you. And I can see why a guy like steroids and fitness rants could be doing the numbers that he does and had a following that he do. Because you got remedial dudes, elementary level dudes, who say stuff like this. who say stuff like this. Greg says, keeping it 100. If LeBron didn't play today, they would have lost. And I'm no LeBron fan, just being unbiased. For real. If you're Team USA and you got a Steph Curry and you got a Jason Tatum and you got a Joel Embiid who was popping off at the mouth all day today, if you got these guys and a Devin Booker and an Ant Edwards, Mr. Number One option, how the hell is LeBron James saving the day against South Sudan? LeBron James at 40. He's supposed to be playing a Magic Johnson role in the 92 Olympics. He's supposed to be Magic in 92 Olympics. It's supposed to be LeBron James. Where's the next guy? Where's the next guy? Where's the guy that's going to take the mantle and say Team USA's mine? Where's this next generation? Where's Mr. MVP Joel Embiid, Mr. 70 points? Mr. If it wasn't for my injuries, I would be in the GOAT debate. Like, where are these guys? Like, where are these guys? That's an indictment on everybody else. If LeBron James got to save the day against South Sudan, that's an indictment on all the other players on the team. And salute to my guy, Brandon Love Sports TV with the super chat. He says, salute, man. Keep being positive, bro. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, Brandon. I just do me, bro. And I let everybody do them. I just do me, bro. But let's be honest. That's an indictment on Team USA. The fact that LeBron James got to come through in the clutch. The fact that LeBron James got to shoot 9 of 13, got to put up 25 points, got to hit a game-winning layup against South Sudan. That's an indictment on the rest of the squad. Like, come on. Especially with Joel Embiid talking all the talk that he did today, bro. Especially with Joel Embiid talking all the talk that he did today, bro. You supposed to go out there and give me 27. You supposed to go out there and give me 22 and 12. Like, let's keep it 1,000 out. Let's keep it 1,000 out. Where's Ant Edwards? Why isn't Ant Edwards taking over? Why isn't Devin Booker taking over? Jason Tatum. And here we are, man. It's the 4th game exhibition. And we still talking about, can Joel Embiid play with this starting group? You see the impact Anthony Davis brings. You seen when the second half started. When the second half started, Steve Kerr had Joel Embiid parked on the bench. When the 4th quarter, game on the line, Joel Embiid was parked on the bench. Bam the Don says Embiid is still hurt. We're not going to use that excuse. Take your butt home. If you hurt, go home. Kawhi Leonard went home. Go home if you hurt. You shouldn't even be here in the first place. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, and I said this before and I'm going to say it again. I said this before and I'm going to say this again. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers and I got all that money invested into Joel Embiid and he's Mr. MVP and he's Mr. 70 points, and I just gave a 34-year-old Paul George 4 years, $212 million, and I just gave Tyrese Maxey's 5-year, $270. I'm not blowing my investment. Joel Embiid, you staying at home. Matter of fact, you getting a dietitian, you getting a chef, you getting in better shape, you getting in better condition. You're going to quit all this foul baiting and flopping on the floor. And I'm going to keep him away from anywhere where he could be foul baiting and flopping on the floor. Flat out. For real. You just gave a 34-year-old Paul George. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, you just gave him $212 million predicated on the fact that you're going to have him playing with Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. We've been talking about the process. Joel Embiid is now 30 years old. His knees is not going to get better. They're going to get worse. Joel Embiid is now 30 years old. He's not a young prospect. He's not a 25-year-old, 26-year-old who we're waiting for to blossom. You still ain't make it out of a second round, bro. Come on. And you went on this whole recruitment tour acting like you was the prize of the world, choosing between France and the United States and Cameroon. And here you are in 4 games of exhibition play. I've seen you get outplayed by Jacques Landale. I've seen you foul out. I've seen you get outplayed by Wayne and Gabriel. Like, God damn. Ain't you supposed to be the MVP? Like, let's be honest here, bro. Let's be honest. It's a damn shame Team USA has to rely on LeBron James at 40 years old. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. And if these guys are who they say they are, y'all need to be snatching this. Y'all need to be snatching this. Y'all need to play with the same type of pride that South Sudan played for if you want to win an Olympic gold. And y'all can't be coming out here taking these teams, taking these countries lightly, especially when they looking at these games against the Team USA like it's their gold medal game. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'm about to slide up out of here for now, man. I just wanted to come out here and rap with y'all, man. I might be able to do another stream late tonight, man. We got to talk about this whole thing that's brewing between Nike and Kevin Durant. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. LeBron James, Le Captain, Le Clutch, comes through and saves the day for Team USA against South Sudan, a country that's only been in existence for 13 years. 13 years. Once again, shout out to South Sudan. Shout out to Luol Deng. Shout out to Coach Royal Ivy. Shout out to those guys like Wayne and Gabriel. Shout out to Mario Shayok. Shout out to a JT Thor. You feel me? Shout out to a Carlick Jones. You feel me? Shout out to a Common Malik, who's going to be going to Duke. These guys came out here and played like they had something to prove. And Team USA, with all these superstars, with all these all-stars, had to rely on a 40-year-old LeBron James with 20 seconds left to do what he does best, put his head down and get to the basket for a game-winning layup, man. I'm about to slide up out of here, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. Once again, salute to the chat. You guys know how I feel about y'all. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us, man. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the link to the Cash App is in the description and on your screen. Also, if you want to become an official member of the channel, the link to that is in the description as well. I'm about to slide up out of here, family, man, but I'll be back later on. But before I leave, man, I'm going to let the outro sing, man. Peace and love. Once again, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this